Lynn, no offense, truly. There is not one single conceivable way that you could possibly assist or help in any way in this conservatorship battle. Please do not attempt to get involved. You are right on the money on that.
Oh God. So what did Britney post?
So like 10 or fewer minutes ago, Britney posted this like letter, like this saying on Instagram, and then she posted this comment under it. So we just read the saying together and started to read the comment, her caption, and we were like, let's do it together. So what it says is, never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who helped you before you even had to ask. And I was like, oh, that, like, Jake's gonna cry about that. And so I was like, oh, I have to read it to him. And then I read that and he's like, oh, and then he's like, what did she say? And I was like, oh, I didn't even read that part. I was so like enamored with just the, saying things. So this is what it says. There is nothing worse than when the people closest to you who never showed up for you post things in regard to your situation, whatever it may be, and speak righteously for support. There is nothing worse than that. And she's putting exclamation points. Not very many emojis in this one. Like, you know how it's usually peppered with emojis? None so far. How dare the people you love the most say anything at all? Did they even put a hand out to even lift me up at that time? How dare you make it public that now you care? Did you put your hand out when I was drowning? Again, no, all caps. So if you were reading this and you know who you are, and you actually have the nerve to say anything about my situation just to save face for yourself public,
Oh.
if you were gonna post something, please stop with the righteous approach.
Oh.
When you are so far from righteous, it is not even funny.
Wait, that's what she said in the I Cry Every Day and It's Not. Wait, remember? She said something like it's not even funny in her testimony.
I remember saying, I'm so angry, it's insane. I cry every day.
Yes.
So then she has these emojis.
Okay, wait, so what did you just find?
So I'm on the Twitter. Somebody posted this gif of Trisha Paytas going like something like that. And I don't know, I don't remember. She was like doing something dramatic. And it was like, this is Britney whenever she saw what Jamie Lynn said in US Weekly. And so I was like, oh, maybe Britney's talking about Jamie Lynn in her post. So I go to the US Weekly article. So that's what I have up. And the article title is, it's US Weekly, Why Jamie Lynn Spears Doesn't Want to Be Involved in Britney Spears' Conservatorship Battle. July 16, 2021 by Eliza Thompson. And my first thought is, well, it's interesting that she doesn't want to be involved in the conservatorship battle because she was frankly seemingly fine being involved in the conservatorship when she allowed herself to be named sole trustee of the SJB Revocable Trust. And then in 2020, when she tried to allow Lou Taylor's old investment advising firm to take hold of that money and do whatever with it. Like, she was involved in that just fine. But this article is why Jamie Lynn doesn't want to be involved in Britney's conservatorship battle. Okay. So the first sentence of the article is, a quiet source of support, period. And then I'm like, okay, maybe Britney was talking about Jamie Lynn. Maybe she was talking about Jamie Lynn. And then I'm like, okay, let's see what the rest of it says. Jamie Lynn Spears is on board with Britney Spears' attempt to end her 13-year conservatorship, but she prefers to offer her encouragement in private. Why?
Yeah, what the hell? Like, why does she get to offer it in private? That does nothing.
This is manipulative.
Yeah.
It's manipulative because it's the same thing that the guy did with this apology. It's, she prefers to offer her encouragement in private. You're in U.S. Weekly. You're in U.S. Weekly.
It's gaslighting.
This ain't private.
Yeah, that's so... Ooh.
This is private to y'all?
Yeah, and some close, quiet voice of support. Like, what?
A quiet source of support? You weren't being too quiet when you were wiping that fake tear and yelling about a hashtag and flying away to wherever in the hell and having 50 jillion babies or whatever, and you said. That didn't seem supportive to me. It seemed defensive.
Hey everybody, I just want to take a second to address a few things. The only reason I haven't before is because I felt like until my sister was able to speak for herself and say what she felt she needed to say publicly, that it wasn't my place and it wasn't the right thing to do. But now that she's very clearly spoken and said what she needed to say, I feel like I can follow her lead and say what I feel I need to say.
I think it's extremely clear. Since the day I was born, I have only loved, adored, and supported my sister. I mean, this is my freaking big sister before any of this bullshit. I don't care if she wants to run away to the rainforest and have a zillion babies in the middle of nowhere. Or she wants to come back and dominate the world like she has so many times before. I have nothing to gain or lose either way.
Yeah, that whole Instagram story was a mess.
She's not in support of Britney getting out of this conservatorship.
At all.
She victim blamed Britney. She said, I am glad she asked for new counsel like I told her she should have years ago. So because she didn't listen to you, she's being trafficked? What in the hell is that?
Yeah, that's a weird thought process.
I don't care if she wants to have a zillion babies in the rainforest or come back and dominate the world like she has a million times.
Wow, that was a really quick quote.
Okay. Jamie Lynn Spears is on board, blah, blah, blah. Britney, okay. Jamie Lynn is 100% for free Britney. I bet you this really did boil her blood. A source tells US Weekly. A source. Who? We don't know. Friggin' could have been literally anyone. Free Britney Live could have called up.
Not Free Britney Live.
Jamie Lynn is 100% for Free Britney. Hashtag Free Britney. Remember her video? She was like, because I didn't use a hashtag. Well, I've been her sister long before there was a hashtag, and I'll be long after.
She still didn't even say the hashtag. She said a hashtag.
Jamie Lynn is 100% for Free Britney. Then post it on social media.
That's not 100% to me.
This is the stupidest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, what in the world?
Girl. Do you think we're stupid? Do you think we don't see what's going on right in front of our very eyes? It is your sister. All of us have siblings. If my sister was in the position Britney's in, if my sister has said the things that I have heard Britney Spears say with my own ears in the last few weeks, I would not be telling a source to go talk to US Weekly to tell them I'm 100% in support of my sister. What the hell? You better make a poster and get to the courthouse.
Yeah, what in the world? Are you kidding me? US Weekly?
A source? Ugh. She and Britney have always had a special bond as sisters. And Jamie supports Britney. Only people who kind of know her call her Jamie. Remember Lance Bass called her Jamie? Jamie supports her sister. It's probably Lance Bass is the source.
Oh, God.
Who else have you ever heard call Jamie Lynn Jamie?
Not even her parents. Like, it is always Jamie Lynn.
They call her Jamie Lynn. Like,
Jamie Lynn, yeah.
Jamie Lynn, I'm assuming this means Jamie Lynn, supports Britney and has been there for her. Listening to Britney's speeches, praying for her, and sharing encouraging messages with her. What a weird thing to call that testimony.
Yeah, speech? What does she mean? This isn't public speaking class. This is her trying to get out of being...
Like she's standing up and pontificating about the state of the universe. Like, that's testimony.
Yeah, speech. Like, what in the world?
Since Britney gave her explosive testimony in June, some fans have wondered why her younger sister hasn't spoken out more about the conservatorship. According to The Insider, however, the Sweet Magnolia star has her reasons for staying quiet. We don't see or hear about every little thing she does, but she is there for Britney as her sister, best friend, and best friend.
Britney said she wanted to sue her family.
We don't see. They only did this article because they knew it was going to hurt Britney. They knew it was going to.
That is horrible.
We don't see or hear about every little thing she does, but she is there for. Imagine being Britney all these years and reading these articles that say stuff like this, and then going on the internet and seeing that it convinced people.
I would be seething. Absolutely seething.
That's why it's the worst thing in the world.
That makes sense.
Because she has looked at these articles like this for decades at this point.
Yeah.
And I have reason to believe Lou Taylor's behind a few of them. The all is well type of thing. The Larry Rudolph, all of them coming together and saying, we're so proud of her, going to get help she needs. Well, now we know she was imprisoned. So, I can imagine while you're being imprisoned and tortured and abused, and your family is posting things like respect her privacy, she's crazy, whatever, and they're at your house, your beach house that you worked for.
Yeah.
You made your body and life and mind available to the public for consumption, did all of this labor to earn this money to buy these nice things, and while you are drugged and imprisoned, incarcerated, your family is telling everybody to respect your privacy. They're lying about the reason that you're in there. You're reading that you're having breakdowns again. You would have died if you didn't get the help you needed right now. And you know that it's your team and your family that's going out there and lying. And then to read this, you don't hear about every little thing she does, but she is there for Britney as her sister, best friend, and support system. While her and her kids were gallivanting in Destin, and Britney was drugged and incarcerated.
That's not her best friend. That's not even a friend. That's not even an acquaintance. That's an enemy.
And they all say, I love my sister, I love my daughter, Jamie loves his daughter. If this is how these people love, what do you think it looks like when they hate?
Oh my god. Oh my god. They already look so reptilian when they love. Imagine that.
Jamie, they're not saying Jamie Lynn. I don't know who the source is, but they're calling her Jamie.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Jamie doesn't want to be involved in Britney's conservatorship battle, since she feels that's between Britney and her father, and feels like Britney is strong enough to win this fight.
What?
But that's manipulative too, because no one is asking her to be involved in the conservatorship battle. We're asking you to speak out publicly.
That's literally it. That's literally all. And you're saying Britney has the strength. Okay, that's not getting involved. That's just supporting your sister.
Jamie Lynn, no offense, truly. There is not one single conceivable way that you could possibly assist or help in any way in this conservatorship battle. Please do not attempt to get involved. You are right on the money on that. What we're instead asking for you to do is genuinely love and support your sister, because what you have done so far is anything but.